In order to see just when our health began to decline, we only need to go back to the end of World War II. We had a stockpile of the explosive ingredients nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, or NPK. The large bomb-making companies discovered that the nitrogen produced a healthy-looking crop, and the phosphorus made for strong roots, and the potassium gave the plant its accelerated growth. So they came up with a very lucrative idea of selling it as fertilizer, which started the practice of over-fertilization and no crop rotation. Problem: if you saturate the soil with only NPK, the crop would become void of the other vital 15 nutrients. So stop. We need to just stop, because this can only lead to trouble. If we become deficient in any of the nutrients, it can lead to sickness and even death. The Bible tells us that we are made of the clay of the earth, which means we need all of the nutrients that the earth provides us. Even if you look at the humorous claim by ancient astronaut theorists, you still have to believe that as children of the earth, we need the earth's vital nutrients in order to stay healthy and to be healthy. Our bodies were designed to repair itself in the event of injury or illness, but it requires the earth's fuel in order to succeed. We were created as healthy beings, but we succumb to sickness for two reasons: deficiency and toxicity. We are created by the Master, so we need to follow the Master plan. Beginning in the 1940s, the large chemical companies convinced the American farmer that crop rotation was unnecessary and costly. This lie allowed them to sell more of their profitable fertilizer. As far back as the ancient text of Leviticus chapter 25, man was taught to farm the land for 6 years, and on the seventh year let it rest. The seventh year was the Sabbath of the land, a time of restoration of its nutrients. Over-fertilization and no rotation saturated the land with NPK but depleted the crop of other nutrients. Let's look at the spinach crop. In order to get the same amount of iron in one bowl of pre-1940 spinach, you would have to eat 75 bowls of spinach today. No wonder there's a rise in shopping for organics and frequenting farmers markets. There's also a rise in GMO crops today. Thankfully, there's a growing pushback against these genetically modified crops. These large agri-companies are trying to curtail man's natural and healthy cultivation techniques that were handed down by our divine Creator. In 2006, one company modified the corn seed in order to make it survive its strong pesticide. A pesticide created by the same company that genetically modified the corn seed. Now that's ensuring your profit margins. Also, this same company was able to patent the corn seed. Yes, actually patent a living organism. We needed that guy from Jurassic Park to lobby on our behalf. Maybe he could have stopped the madness. It was a slippery slope, and now the mammoth fast food industries are pushing the farmer for faster yields, and many farmers are having to overuse pesticides, hormones, and antibiotics. Imagine how the experienced farmer feels having to listen to some clown tell him how to raise his crop. Get involved and help support GMO labeling in the U.S. Many countries have already required labeling, and some have even banned GMOs. There hasn't been enough testing of these crops, which forces us to be lab rats whether we like it or not.